Yo, I'm SickFishSticks and thanks for clicking on my video. There are a few free games to choose from this week. Most of them are free to play for a limited time and a few of them are free to keep. I'm going to start off with the free to play games as they're kinda time limited. Squads, City Skylines, and Flippin Misfits. Squad is a tactical FPS that provides authentic combat experience through teamwork, consistent communication, and realistic gameplay. It bridges the gap between arcade shooter and military style simulation with 100-player battles, combined arm, base building, and a toxic built-in voice over IP system. Very few games capture the real-world feeling of being led by an 8-year-old into modern conflict and that slaughter that follows. Imagine you get 50 monkeys together to create and execute a highly complicated military operation, against another 50 monkeys of course. Well, that's Squad. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I don't have many hours in the game and I'm still dealing with the PTSD that I've gotten from being blown up into pieces over and over and over again. Next up, and a game that I don't think needs too much explanation, City Skylines. It's one of the better city builders out there with a vast army of modders adding a nice to have features and quality of life improvements. If you haven't tried it, you have just enough time to get a decent city up and running before the game turns back into pay to play. Anywho, I thought I would add it for the extra few hours of chill that you might get out of it. I must admit, Flippin Misfits is a new one for me. According to Steam, it's an absolute bonkers online melee party brawler where 2 to 4 friends can flip and fight across high intensity arenas filled with opportunities and hazards. Every surface is in play and attacks can come from anywhere it seems, even the inside of your own asshole. It's a bit too much for my liking. It's a new release, it's only been out for about a month or so it's a bit too early to cast judgment. It's currently sitting in with mixed reviews with a total of 25 reviews. But hey, we all gotta start somewhere, right? Currently, there are 2 games that are up for grabs over on the Epic Store for a few more days. Those are Alba for the softies and Shadow Tactics for the big brain strategy boys out there. I mentioned both games in my video last week, so we're not gonna go over them again. But from November 17th until November 24th, 2 new games will be forever free over on the Epic Store, and those 2 games are Deity, which is a strategy RPG game, and Evil Dead the Game. Evil Dead the Game is a asymmetrical multiplayer game very similar to the popular Dead by Daylight. Players can choose their side in matches and play as good or bad characters from the supernatural horror universe. If you have fun watching any of the movies, then you'll probably enjoy the game as well. It's a fairly good game despite its frustrating lack of polish and being somewhat light on maps and modes, well, in my opinion. The second title, Dark Deity, will take you to a world torn apart by war. In this strategic RPG, you will need a squad of legendary heroes trying to reshape a fractured land, just like my wife trying to reshape my bank account whenever she's out shopping. There are 30 playable characters and 54 distinct classes, and I think someone pushed the add as many fucking classes as possible button and got away with it. I have one complaint, which is the loading times. What on earth are you loading? The NASA moon mission calculations? The game is a Pandora's box that my computer just cannot seem to figure out. The game itself is good, simple but enjoyable, the characters are fun and their interactions are the high points of the game. The mechanics are interesting, although a bit rough feeling at the start. I think I'll have this game completed in 20 years when I get past the fucking loading screens. I'm adding a humble bundle to today's video despite it not being free, so please my apologies, but it's an amazing value for money. For 15 euros or 14 bucks, you'll have 9 games thrown at you with some heavy hitting bad boys in between. Most notable is Frostpunk Game of the Year Edition, Children of Morta, which I featured in a video or 2 ago and had nothing but goodness to say about it, and This War of Mine Complete Edition, which is a look into the life of being married to someone who's Greek. On top of those, you'll get Beat Cop, Moonlighter, Tower 57, Anomaly Games Collection, South of the Circle, and Spacecom. The last 5 games I mentioned I don't really know, so I couldn't tell you if they're just filler or decent games in their own right. Even just the Frostpunk, Children of Morta, and This War of Mine makes this bundle worth it in my humble opinion. There's also some free DLC, which I just think about 3 people in the world are interested in. If you're one of those 3, then listen up. Need for Speed Heat, McLaren F1 Black Market Delivery DLC, whatever the hell that is, and WRC Generations Peugeot 206 WRC 2020 DLC. Who the hell names this crap? It's also up for grabs anyway, and it's free over in Steam for the next few days. Free to keep, that is. Just keep that in mind. And that's all I had for you in this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, like why not. Thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy Monday because damn, I'm gonna need it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.